I'm going to show you guys tips and tricks to not get stuck under your cone while you're doing double edits. And I'm also going to show you tips to how to do consistent double edits like this. Let's get into the video. Alright, so I'm not going to make this video any longer than it has to be. I'm going to teach you guys some quick, simple tricks. And right now, let's get into the first one. So what this first one is that whenever you're doing double edits, you really want to work on the muscle memory. And that's really important because most people that don't know how to do double edits by now or get stuck on them are probably people that are kind of new to the game, maybe slightly new, or maybe picking it back up again. So the best thing to do is that when you're practicing double edits again, make sure that when you're doing it, you kind of start slow like this and you keep going slow. And if you notice, maybe I'll put a stair in between each one, and you do it really slow so you build muscle memory, and that will help you get quick reps in the more and more you practice it. So this next tip goes for people that are kind of inexperienced when it comes to practicing, but this can be applied to a lot of other editing drills as well. And that's whenever you're trying to double edit, you kind of want to extend the amount of time you go on the ramp. So if you go at a diagonal and attack this double edit at a diagonal, instead of attacking it straight on like this, you'll have more time on the ramp, which will allow you to edit slower and therefore make you a little better with it, like the muscle memory side of it. So what I mean is, like, if you just kind of double edit this way, maybe take a break, attack it at a diagonal like this, and it will help you build the muscle memory, and it will help you get quicker and quicker and quicker. And then eventually, when you don't need to do that anymore, you could just attack it straight on. This next tip is probably the reason why most people are here in the first place, and that's whenever you're trying to double edit, and let's say like you get here and then you're kind of getting pressured, maybe you screw up and like you're getting stuck on this cone. The main thing is to make sure that whenever you're going up on this ramp and you confirm this first tile, you want to slowly start to look down as you run up the ramp. That way it will give you more time and a better angle to get this first and second tile here like this. So what I mean by this is, if you notice how I'm kind of doing this, I'm looking down and confirming at the same time, and I'm looking down like that, because the closer you get to the top, the more you're gonna have to look down at the tile. That way you'll be able to go through the cone. And I know probably one of the most frustrating things is to get here and then try and like confirm this, and you're at like a weird angle and you can't really do it. So just make sure that you remember this tip and that you look down and confirm whenever you get stuck like that. So this next tip is something that my friend actually brought up to me, and I never really thought about it because I kind of always knew it. It was like second nature to me. And he asked me whether or not I should be confirming edits going down or up. But me personally, if you're ever trying to do a high ground retake, a lot of times it requires this double edit right here, and then you can connect or whatever, right? So if I'm doing a high ground retake like that, the best way, in my opinion, is to go up, because it positions your character to go like this. That way you're already looking here and you can go along with the high ground retake. Now let's say that you did it going down, then you have to look back up after you confirm, and then continue going like this. So it's faster that when you're doing it, you just look up like this, and then that way it will look more smooth. Also, I want to point out the fact that if you do double edits like this, or you do double edits like this, it's literally the same thing. It really doesn't matter which way you're doing the double edits if you're just trying to run through it. Just know that you have to be able to do double edits like this and double edits like that. If you're getting really frustrated and you're having a hard time doing the double confirm like that, then just practice this for now. Switch it up like this. And as you get better and you get used to clicking that keyboard button fast or your mouse button fast, whatever your edit button is, then you can start to work in this. But if you're really struggling, just do the single tile and just go like this. So another thing I want to point out, it also does not matter if you place the floor and then the cone, or the cone and then the floor like I just did. I usually place the cone, then the floor, then edit. It doesn't matter if you do the floor, then cone, then it really doesn't matter, because you're going to be taking your stair out anyway. The next thing I want to talk about is that whenever you're in a build fight, a lot of times you'll be doing one of these, and you edit through because you don't want your enemy to place that. So what you do is you just come over. So in slow-mo, all I did was I went across like this, I went back this way, and then I had to make sure now if I were to do this, I have to make sure that I'm a little higher up, So I walk a little bit and then I throw both of these, and then I can edit whichever one I want. Now, to people that are new at this game, this is not hard at all. I know I might sound a little harsh when I say that if you're struggling, but I mean it in a nice way. Once you get used to this, it will come very easy to you unless you're playing on really high ping or really low frame rate. And with that in mind, make sure you practice a lot and you just keep in mind the things that I was saying. And when you go about practicing this, just practice placing them and practice double editing at the same time. Make sure that as you get faster and faster and faster at this, you keep this field of view very small. You don't need to drag your mouse up and down a lot. Keep it very tight and clean because it will allow you to keep a real nice view on where you're going. So if you notice, I'm not doing this. I'm editing really close and really tight like that, okay? Just keep that in mind as you're editing. I just want to inform you guys that I do live stream on Twitch very often, so if you have any questions or want to learn more about this topic or more about something else, come to the chat or come to the Discord or leave a comment in the comment section. I literally talk to everyone and heart almost every single comment. I'm very active on all my social medias. Links will be in the description down below if you want to talk and come chat. Until then, make sure you guys hit this video with a like and subscribe if you want to see more content, and go check out my other videos as well. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.